cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
And we're live! Welcome to Underdog Journey. I'm Wes, this guy is David, and we are live at the Hoffer House, Columbus.
I missed that hand.
I didn't do the countdown fight,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You didn't do it. Okay, that's fine. I was just like, well, what's the message?
So Devin Ross says Wednesday at 7:20. It's an emergency podcast. Yeah, well, so special occasion. Kim Howard says hey, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim.
That's What's or Nuts.
What's or nuts? Kim, that's apparently your official name for the show. What's or nuts?
It popped up there, and I was like, okay, all right. Like, oh, I clicked on it. I was going to say, hey, Kim's sorry. She's waiting on us to get here. But I the X button.
There you go.
Instead of just moving it over.
Right.
The chat box thing. Instead of just moving over, I'm like, oh.
It's going to be that kind of show tonight.
It's side by side.
So we've been drinking for a while, side by side.
Yeah, and for House Columbus here. I got to tell you, my new role with the manufacturer of this product being here in Central Ohio, I like it.
It's pretty nice. Look, I said it's only a matter of time before we come back to Columbus, and I still hold to that.
I got no plans.
It's only a matter of time.
If I move, I'm moving south. Maybe Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh, Tennessee. I like the lack of income tax there. Which
Yeah,
is
well,
nice.
the
That's
taxing situation in Tennessee is fair.
Oh, he said. Devin says you're quiet, dude. So mic levels look good to me. I don't know. You sound fine. Maybe talk closer to the mic like this. You need to be a little closer. Welcome to the Underdog Journey. This is again. It's be that kind of show today, guys. Just letting you know. People said they can't hear you, but you're on the same input as me, and I don't know what to say. Can you hear David at all, people? Devin, Kim.
Best show we've ever had.
It's true. Nikki, can you hear David at all? I can hear you just fine. I see your levels. Actually, your levels are a little lower. Check your settings on your mic.
There's no settings on my mic. It's plugged in with the thing. All my settings are controlled by you.
Well, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Well,
We'll unplug it.
Unplug and plug it back in.
Unplug it, and then we're going to plug it back in. That didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. Your levels look fine to me.
Yeah, levels look good. I mean, they're a little low, but are you doing power sync? What's going on?
I'm just pressing buttons. I'm literally just pressing buttons. Your levels look fine to me, though. They're a little lower than mine, but you look fine.
Trap. No, I'm way low.
There you go. Try this.
How about now? Oh, there we go. I think you guys
That's a little low. How's that? Okay, now you're a little better. See, technical difficulties.
What button did you push?
This one right here with a little guitar on it.
Oh, okay.
It's very technical, our equipment.
You know what's funny? Know that I feel like I hear you. Now, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you look much better now. So.
It's all about keep it down.
Well, okay. So Devin says I'm at 100%. You're at 45%. So that's right where I needed to be. That is just about perfect.
You put me in because you had somebody else's mic turned away.
Look, it wasn't deliberate. It wasn't deliberate. It just happens. It just happens.
So have we got a comment that says they can hear me now?
I don't know. Not yet. Your levels still are looking a little lower than mine, but you look fine. Just talk right into the mic. You're fine. Right. Actually, it does look like your levels might be coming through the purge. It's coming. It's coming, Shelly. It's coming, Shelly. Don't worry. So, David, how was your New Year's? Actually, it does look like your levels are coming through my mic, which is weird. You unplugged you and plugged you back in again.
I still can't hear me out there. So I can be talking all kinds of shit about all of you.
I'm gonna try something.
Now, neither one of us have a mic. Hey, how about now? Can you guys hear me now? Brought to you in part by Underdog. You guys hear me now?
How about now? Actually, it's funny. So I actually switched the mic inputs, and yours still look lower than mine. Look, I'll completely unplug mine. So you're not coming through my mic.
Yeah, come in.
I'm going to try something else. Hang on. Anyway, we're fine. So, David, how was your New Year?
Well, it hasn't stopped. It's the third day, so I'm still in the free trial. I still got Dave. No sound still.
How's this?
Poop emoji.
See, I think. Okay. Well, I'll keep playing with it. And I think. Look, so we have the USB. This is the correct mic you're coming in from.
Yeah.
Okay. Kirsten
Dave Good
Carnahan says Dave Good.
Dave Good.
Dave, he loved Jane. Okay, both okay now.
Okay, both okay. All right. Well, good.
Okay.
There we
Well,
go.
okay.
Hey.
Well, we're back. Okay. So
And
we're
we brought it back. I don't
so
know.
My current wife is watching, so I'll try to refrain from making inappropriate comments.
Yeah, it's a good thing that camera
honey.
and stuff wasn't on before the show, and the mics weren't.
We weren't saying anything too bad.
They were bad
cake.
enough.
There's cake. We have cake. We had cake.
Oh, the cake. Where'd the cake go?
Let's see if we can get a shot of the cake.
No, the cake's gone. It's gone. I don't even think I got a picture of it.
The whole
But
cake
there's
is
other
gone.
people.
There's other
Anyway,
people eating
our favorite place here, our favorite watering hole. Well, now you're on a camera. It's all. Oh, you flipped the thing over. Okay.
No.
So yeah, we're testing out another camera tonight. So we're supposed to sit here and watch these people eat. Flip it back. Let's go watch them eat.
Let's flip it back.
We'll cheer them on. Cheer them on.
Well, I got to get myself off this
All right.
screen now.
John Callender over to the right, taking a big deep bite of that salad. There he goes in. Scoop. Oh, and the crunch munch all day long. Anna's up next.
Nope.
Bam. Takes it like a champ. There's never been a salad eating competition like this one before.
Hang on.
And hopefully there never will be again.
For some reason. I don't know why.
What
It's
happened?
a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Look, let's just move on. Let's just pretend like we're having a good show. Let's move on. So, David, how was your New Year?
It was good. It was actually quite quiet. Nikki had a headache.
Nikki is wonderful.
So she took a nap from like 10:45 to 11:53 or something like that. And then I woke her up. We scrambled, poured some sparkling white.
You didn't go out and do a whole big party thing?
No.
See, we don't either.
I
don't care
am
for
the
big
party.
Crowds. I'm too old for that now. I think I'm too old.
Yeah, people tell me all the time, like, Dave, have a good time. I'm like, you don't get it. I am the good time.
That's your nickname. That's what Nikki calls you.
Yeah, that's what she does. How are you doing, good Sam?
All right, let's move on. It's getting weird.
It started weird.
It's
doing,
one
man?
of those kind of shows.
It's great. Hey, it's good to be side by side there. What about you? How was your New Year's? You guys stay in? Take it
The
quite,
same. We
quite
stayed
easy?
in, hung out with the kids. It was awesome. And that's what I prefer to do. I don't want to go out and deal with traffic after I've been drinking all night. It's a whole
I
thing.
call it amateur hour. So I'm not a big fan of traveling, especially late at night, on what I call amateur hour nights, where men get drunk and, don't say it, Dave. Don't say it. Don't say it. It's going to be funny, but don't say it. But, people who, really shouldn't be on the roads or driving.
Well,
and is
if you've
dangerous.
been drinking at all, you shouldn't be on the roads. Don't drink and drive.
Kiki says you guys had
Buckle up.
tacos.
Oh, I missed out on the comments here. Okay,
Yeah.
Nicole Leffingwell says, we can now hear Dave. Okay, so I'm really behind in the comments. Okay, Devin Ross, beautiful bite.
Oh,
Right
I
there.
can't see him. He's over. Oh shit! I gotta get over there.
Beautiful
He's
bite.
over on YouTube. I was doing the salad eating competition between Anna and John.
Oh, funny. Yeah, I'm way behind in the comments. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even.
I got to get over to YouTube for that.
We're off to a good start.
There we go. We'll
Devin, we're off to a great start of the show.
We're just all. What's happening here?
Yeah, so my current wife and I have been on a taco kick. So there's a couple really good taco places that we've been hitting up. And until they give us money, I'm not going to mention their names. So that's how we're going to make money from now on.
Okay, supporting taco places. Actually, I think the wife and Noah, I think they made tacos tonight.
And apparently Shelly Webb likes tacos too.
Who
Shelly, if
doesn't
you're ever
like
in Columbus,
tacos?
we got some
I like tacos.
great taco places here. Seriously.
Yeah, you can't turn around in Columbus without running to a freaking taco joint. I mean,
Well, we got great taco joints.
yeah.
And not just Taco Bell.
Which one?
I'll say the name. Condados.
Condados.
Condado
Okay,
Taco
so
in the Dublin, the new Dublin kind of bridge area.
oh, okay. I call that hipster central.
Yeah, for
It's
a
bad.
100 square foot condo, it's like $1 million.
Yeah,
least.
it's
So
bananas.
It's bonkers.
What am I
But
looking
they have
for?
great tacos.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for us.
They have great tacos.
I'm trying to get us up on YouTube over here. No, that's last week's show. I don't want that.
So David,
While we're doing the show live, I'm going to watch last week's show. So she says local cantina.
it was a local cantina. It was one of those places.
Well, there's a significant
local
difference
cantina.
between local cantina and condado. Apparently, she knows it.
She knows. She says, "How dare you?" It's one of those places. They're kind of the same to me.
Oh, there we
but
go.
they're delicious. So there's one called the Crunch Wheezy. So it's like
The Crunch Wheezy.
It's brisket.
It's a hipster place.
It's brisket in the taco, right?
That's
brisket.
the IPA of tacos.
No, brisket in your taco. That's where it's at.
Oh man.
So it's
I love
brisket.
brisket. Oh,
It's
so
in a
good.
hard shell. Then it has queso on the outside, and then a soft shell on the outside of that.
Shut the front door.
Dude, it is so good.
Oh, made my mouth water.
That's
See,
what I'm.
I
That's
tell
what I'm
people all the time, you don't get this fat by accident.
Yeah, it's incredible. Devin Ross. By the way, Devin, thanks for watching on YouTube, man. That's awesome. Helping the algorithm there.
Yeah.
Let's see. In fact, you said, have you been to I Like YouTube? I think he's changed comments there halfway through. Have you been to I Like YouTube?
He
Because
stuttered.
I can answer
He stuttered in text.
text and stuff. I still watch the podcast.
Hey, I've stuttered in text.
Watch everywhere you can. Actually, have it on multiple screens.
Yeah, that's the best way to
That's
do
the way you
this.
gotta do it.
Is watch the Underdog Journey every day on multiple screens, streaming in your house 24/7. That's really the best way to get the most out of it.
That's true. Actually, go back and rewatch all of our shows.
180
182 today.
today. Yeah.
182. We haven't missed a week yet.
Yeah. So what are you drinking over
my
there?
current
By the
wife,
way?
I'm sorry. So I'm drinking Schwartz beer. May the Schwartz be with you. You're welcome for that.
Yes.
It's delicious, by the way.
And they do not take advantage of the Schwartz name. Schwartz is black, by the way. So this is black lager is what it is. And it is delicious. So it is probably the most cocoa chocolate beer,
Right, but
with
it's
the
not
exception
like,
of Hershey's Porter.
But it's not like a
the
stout or a
Yingling.
porter.
Yeah.
It's
no,
a,
it's not. It's a
well,
lager.
dark lager.
It's a
So
dark
it's a dark
lager.
lager.
It's a black lager.
So it's like a lager that's a little deeper, richer
Yeah.
in flavor.
Yeah,
Has
it's
some
like
chocolatey notes to it.
Really, they should just call it Super Dunkel.
Super dunk.
Super Dunkel. Yeah, and have Arnold. That would be the best person to say that. Super
That
Dunkel.
almost sounds inappropriate, though. Like Dunkel, I don't know. It sounds like a weird.
sounds like a drunk uncle.
There you go. That's much cleaner than I was going for. Okay,
Yeah, I was trying to steer us away.
Good call. Good call. All right, we haven't been drinking that much yet. So, like Kahlua.
Oh, that's good stuff.
You know what? I can taste a little bit of Kahlua in there.
I'm like, was that Devin? Was that Devin?
No, that was
it was
Shelley.
Shelley. Okay. All right, I'll let that slide then.
What do you think? Devin's a Kahlua drinker? There's nothing wrong with Kahlua.
I think
Kahlua is
he's. I
delicious.
think he's a Kahlua drinker.
You put some Kahlua in some coffee first thing in the morning. That's a good pick me
No.
up in the morning.
No, I was. I don't drink coffee.
Well, that's your first mistake.
It's-
That's your first mistake.
No.
You got to drink some coffee. By the way, everybody out there watching and listening, Deaf Dog Coffee. So go to deafdogcoffee.com. They're actually one of the places that carries Underdog brew bones. But their coffee is ridiculously good. In fact, my current wife got some for Christmas, and she tried it, and she's like, wow, this is amazing. Because, like, when you actually have really good coffee, well, really good anything, and you're used to having, like, the normal stuff,
Yeah.
it just catches you right off guard.
So that is what. I think we've actually may have said this, so I'm not tattling on myself that I haven't done before.
Drink coffee?
No, beer.
Oh, yeah. Your beer.
I was
You've
a
evolved
Bud.
as
I
a
was
beer
a Bud
drinker.
Light
Yeah.
drinker. And when I went places, I would take a picture of the beer list, send it to Wes, and say, Wes, what's the closest to Bud Light on this list?
You did.
And then I started coming here,
Yeah.
and guess what's here? Really good beer.
I remember sitting in the Crafty Pint, and John Callender and I we're trying to tell you what a Hefeweizen is like. And you're
Oh.
like, we're
I
like,
ain't
it's
drink no
kinda
damn
like
banana beer.
and cloves. And you're like, I don't want to drink banana
I ain't drinking no
beer.
damn
That
banana
sounds
beer.
Gross.
I actually just told that story the other day.
Yeah.
And I was trying to sell somebody to come their ass here and
Did they say
get,
they don't want banana beer?
Hefeweizen. And I was like, I can't. You have to drink it. I can't explain it. I mean, John and Anna both were on me forever, and you were on it too. But they were really driving home like, Dave, you've got to try this. And now it's absolutely my favorite beer.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, you got to become a coffee drinker, first of all, because that's going to be great for your heart.
No.
Every cardiologist recommends lots and lots of coffee.
Well, I have kind of slipped up and fell into a bit of a Red Bull addiction lately. So
Okay, that
I
will
gotta
actually
break.
kill you.
I got to break that
Yeah,
first.
Red Bull is basically carbonated radiator fluid.
Oh God, it's the greatest. It's the greatest.
It's terrible for you.
It's also sad. I actually like the smell of Red Bull now.
You know the funny thing? So I've tried to think about like what Red Bull tastes like. The closest thing I can think of is Smarties. You know the Smarties candies?
The candies, yeah.
It's like liquid Smarties.
Yeah, maybe. Carbonated liquid Smarties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get
But
behind
it's
that.
terrible for you. It's one of the worst things you can possibly put in your body.
Yeah. Well, my drunk ass. I came into town. So I had some business stuff I had to take care of today. Kind of rolled a lot into today, man. Busier than a one-arm paper hanger today. But last night, not so much. I had a couple hours to spare, so I went with the staff here from Hofbrau to drink more.
Of course you did. Sure.
And
You go from one bar to the
and
other.
we go over there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready to start drinking into beer anymore. Just give me a water. I'm like, oh, give me a Red Bull. And I'm not thinking. It's almost midnight. I'm not thinking about it at all. I'm like, just give me a Red Bull.
Well, here's how you
So
equal
I'm
it
just
out.
sinking a Red Bull, and then I'm just sitting there by myself for a couple minutes. When everybody comes in, they fill her in, and they're like, dude, you drinking a Red Bull? I'm like, yeah, I'm drinking a Red Bull. I'm like, oh shit, I'm drinking a Red Bull
At midnight.
at midnight.
Well, so here's how you equal it out, right? So you get the Red Bull, which has the caffeine.
Yeah.
You put a little bit of either vodka or Jägermeister in there, preferably both. It'll just level that thing right out. You'll feel great. Have a good night's sleep.
A drunk bomb. Jägermeister and vodka.
Exactly.
I do like Jägermeister, but I like Jägermeister just as Jaeger.
You know what? You're the only other person I've ever heard say I actually like drinking Jaeger by itself. I love Jaeger by itself.
Nikki
Just
used to
sip
like just
Jaeger.
drinking Jaeger.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It-
We had the tall ass bottle one
Right.
night. If Noah's watching, this is your mom I'm talking about. And we just sat at the kitchen table in my old apartment, right there near Sawmill, right? And the big bottle. There's 4 of us sitting at the table. This bottle was brand new, and the bottle was empty. That's how it went.
Yeah.
And we just sat at that table for hours
Exactly.
and just drank Jaeger.
Oof.
It was great.
Look,
It was
I've
a great
had
night.
really good times and really bad times. On
Yeah,
Jägermeister.
yes, I've
So-
also had those. I may have overdone this.
I think it depends on the
moments.
situation. It's situational.
So you have the Schwartz beer over there too, right?
I do.
So they have the
Delicious.
Weizenbach over there too, which I don't know if I'm brave enough to go to the Weizenbach.
Explain the difference between a.
I'm not
what is a
100% sure.
Weizenbach?
I know the Weizenbach is a Weizen and a Bach. So I mean,
Right, so it's
I don't-
basically Hefeweizen with a little bit of
I'm gonna call it a kick.
darker, hoppier.
Yeah.
Mix it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So you could get the Dunkelweizen.
Yeah. But you can get that in the black and gold is what we call it.
That's exactly
the
it. So
black
you
and
mix
gold,
the Dunkel with the Hefeweizen,
the Dunkel and the
which is
Hefeweizen.
delicious.
And they always have their original lager here too. So
And you can have some water. Some good old-fashioned water.
Actually, I might actually order a water when she comes back by. I might actually get a water.
All right, so David,
What we're doing?
do you have
Oh
any
shoot!
news? Do you have any news?
My news is the world is screwed. Have
The
you
world
checked it?
is-
Have you looked at the news?
Yeah, it's really hard to find news items that aren't political
that
right
aren't that won't run you straight into arguing with idiots online,
now.
right?
Yeah, it's bad. It's really hard
Right
to
there.
find.
There we go. Devin Ross manned up a little bit.
Jaeger's only liquor is the only liquor I drink. Yeah, look,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
all
Jaeger's
hang
good.
out, drink some Jaeger.
Hey, yeah, don't threaten me with a good time.
Next time I go back to Germany, I want to go to Jaeger House
Yeah.
because apparently the Jaeger houses are just full of like old dudes sitting around sipping Jägermeister, which it sounds awesome to me.
Yeah.
You add cigars and pipes into that, I'm down.
Oh man, a pipe.
Right,
I would go with a pipe
A
with
good-
Jaeger.
but it's Germany, so you can't smoke anywhere.
What?
Yeah, you can't smoke anywhere
Oh
in
my
Germany.
God. Okay, how about we go to Poland and do this?
Maybe 40 years ago.
I'd rather go to Poland.
As I'm saying, maybe 40 years ago you could smoke a cigar in Poland.
You can't smoke a cigar in Poland
You can't
now?
smoke anywhere in Europe. It's Europe.
Yeah, Poland's a little different than all of them, though.
Not that different. It's not
Different enough. If I move to Europe, I'm moving to Poland. Yeah, I'm absolutely. Katie.
Katie?
She's not here
Who's
tonight.
Katie?
She's Polish from heritage.
Okay.
And
Did she know about their
embraces
smoking
it.
laws?
I don't know. I was going to ask her, but I don't think she's here.
All
She
right.
was here last night. She was our server for the.
In case you
Scottish.
haven't noticed, I'm looking forward to a couple cigars after the show tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So anyway, I've been Dave. He's been West. We're gonna go smoke cigars now.
forget the main topic.
I do have octagonal
There you go. The
box press Alma Fuente from Plasencia
eight.
out
Ooh,
there.
that sounds good.
Oh, so good.
That sounds delicious.
So good. And I have a Monte Cristo, number 2, I think.
Yeah?
And I've got one more with me. Oh, no, I got 2 Monte Cristos. But I don't know what the second one is. I know it's a Monte Cristo, but it's not the number 2. The number 2, otherwise known as the Torpedo, that's a great cigar.
It's almost like we should be doing a pipe and tobacco
Really?
and drinking
Like
channel.
Ash and Barrel?
Like Ash and Barrel.
Ash and
which
Barrel.
is the name of our new shop. We're going to be populating later with AI content. All this stuff for free. We're going to show you how. I do have a couple news items
So,
first, though.
okay. We're news. I like it.
I actually have news.
We have news that we're not going to get in a fist fight with,
I mean, we might.
somebody
Just for fun, though.
in the mom's basement. I mean, I think I can
That
take
got
it.
weird. I don't know what's happening there.
Isn't that what we do? We make fun of people in their mom's basement?
So we mentioned SpaceX's Starlink, right? So
Uh-huh.
free internet for the entire world is Starlink. So apparently Elon Musk is sending up, all these satellites in orbit.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to provide satellite internet available anywhere in the world, and you can actually sign up for it right now. I don't think it's publicly available. I think you have to apply to sign up. It's in a testing phase still. But interesting thing, Amazon has an answer to this, which they're calling Project Kuiper, which is apparently supposed to be a direct competitor to Starlink, and they just got approval from the FCC to begin testing on a wider scale, which is amazing.
Okay.
So that means not only will it be Starlink, there's going to be Kuiper and a dozen others right after this, more satellites in the sky that can crash into each other. But aside from that, potentially there could be satellite internet, like competitive satellite internet,
Yeah,
which can drive the prices down.
Not HughesNet. Not HughesNet. That's not.
That's a little something else. That's something else. But I'm saying this is actually kind of exciting, whether you like Amazon or not. That's a whole different conversation. But the idea that there's a competitor to Starlink, which will help bring prices down when it does come out, is a big win, I think.
So, the cost I have found for Starlink is the equipment. Do you remember the Monte Cristo sandwich from Bennigan's? All right, this is a girl. This is a girl after my own heart, right there.
Shelly's pretty awesome. I've never been to Bennigan's though.
So I haven't been to Bennigan's, but there was I actually may have been to Bennigan's. That I may have had this there, but I go places and I'll ask them. You can ask Nikki if she's still watching. I do this and I ask all the time: is that a real Monte Cristo sandwich, or do you just put a turkey sandwich and put some freaking jelly on the top of it and call it a Monte Cristo, or is it properly dipped in batter and deep fried, and then with a fruit chutney next to it? There you go.
I think David's hungry is what's happening.
We had pretzels.
All that conversation about tacos in the beginning.
Oh man, tacos. So it's not okay. All right, we gotta go.
Thanks, Shelly.
Well, man, we just derailed the conversation. The fat guy's like, oh, we're gonna talk about food. I'm on this. There was here in town. This is what you guys need to do next. So local cantina, good. Condado, okay. Go to Chewy's. It's over on Polaris.
Okay.
Go to Chewy's. Now, eat to your heart's content because you're going to love everything. And then when they ask, did you save room for dessert? Whether you did or not, you say yes. And you get the tres leches.
The tres leches.
Get the tres leches.
Tres leches.
And oh my God. Okay, I'm fat, but I'm not a huge dessert
Were there actually
person.
tres leches?
Yes.
Are you
All
sure
three of them.
It wasn't dos.
No,
it
Dos
Quattro?
Leches. There's not. All right. Do I need to do this? The number of the counting shall be 3. 3 being the number that you shall count to. You shall not count to 4. Neither shall you count to 2 unless proceeding directly on to 3. 5, is right out.
If you get that reference, we have a T-shirt later that you're going to love.
Yes. If you get that reference, there's a T-shirt already loaded on our website that we're going to show you later that you need to
that
put
was
an order
AI
in.
generated.
Oh, AI generated, yeah.
So,
AI generated. It's good stuff.
So, apparently,
but anyway,
Starlink competitors
Kuiper.
are coming, and Kuiper is what it's called.
Tacos.
All right. So,
All right,
another one
Shelley.
you're going to love.
Here in 20 more minutes, she's going to put another random food fact down there and take us off track
Another
for
one.
10.
No food facts, but you're going to love this one, David.
All right, what do we got?
The Pentagon is moving towards letting AI weapons autonomously decide to kill humans. So the Pentagon is actually developing clouds, they're calling them, swarms even, if you will, of AI drones that will potentially have free reign to murder humans. Look, for somebody who says they're not worried about AI,
I'm not, because all this going to happen is we go to launch. I'm going to take out David Leffingwell today. Shit, I got to update my firmware. Oh, blinked out.
But if there's satellite internet anywhere in the world, it's going to be super fast regardless of where you are.
Oh, okay, tell that to the Ford F-150 Lightning charging people, because if you guys didn't know this, it was posted, it was all over the internet. Ford F-150 or whatever the thing is called, their electric truck, failed during an upload, and it gave them a number to call for a tow truck.
Yeah.
Because they could not move their vehicle.
That's pretty funny. Did you see the video? There's a video out right now of a Tesla that was going through a tunnel and had an update come through. And during the update, it froze this Tesla in the middle of a tunnel while it's going like 60 miles an hour. and so it completely stops. And all the cars behind it just ram right into it.
It's great. Was it another Tesla? That would actually
It was a Tesla. If a Tesla rammed into a Tesla.
Tesla ran into a
so
Tesla.
So apparently, so whether you like the production crew of the film or not, there's a movie called Leave the World Behind. And in that movie, basically, the point of the movie is that all, electronic devices that are connected to the internet get shut down during, like, this revolution or war or whatever. And Teslas have been hacked. And they all start ramming into each other. And it's like, it has the Tesla logo really big in multiple spots where they're all like being hacked and running into each other and almost running people over. And apparently Elon Musk wasn't too happy about that.
You got okay, but if all things, I mean, if any person on the face of the planet can laugh.
But looking at a couple of the executive producers of the film,
yeah.
I don't think they minded.
Yeah, Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke.
Well, those are the stars.
These are Kevin Bacon.
Look at the executive producers of the film.
Let's see here. Okay,
it's a Netflix film, and I watched it. It's actually not a bad movie. But it's very politically polarizing. We'll just say that much.
How would you like this? Your claim to fame is Danny's daughter. This character on here, Danny's daughter.
Well, I don't know what that means, but the Epstein list is coming out soon.
Plane crash victim. Oh, so we're going to have a lot of people leaving the country soon, huh? I looked over. I seen the thing about the Monte Cristo again. I almost went back down a food rabbit hole.
Shelley, you're still distracting just with your comments.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it, man. I love a good Monte Cristo.
So that was the news. That was the news. So last week, what we did.
Well, 2 weeks ago, we got to go back. We're going to go back. We're going to go back and do it right.
What?
We're 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, we had the crazy idea of letting AI.
Well, last week we actually did
the show.
That's why I said last week.
Oh, okay. So 2 weeks ago, we had the idea to let AI.
2 weeks ago, we had the idea. Last week, we actually did it.
Last week, we actually followed through, which doesn't always happen. Sometimes we're like, nah, we really would rather talk about this.
Right.
But last week, we ended up creating a business called Ash and Barrel Threads.
Well, let's rewind a little bit. So the point of the conversation last week was, and I'll share my screen a little bit here.
Okay.
So basically, what we did was we decided to make a business using all free AI tools, right? So we used ChatGPT, which is free, to come up with the business idea for us. What we did is we asked, hey, what are 10 home business ideas that are highly lucrative? It gave 10 home business ideas. We then, out of those 10, decided to choose one. We said, out of all of these, let's go ahead and choose print on demand. So we chose print on demand. Then we said, what can you elaborate on the print on demand and give us some more information on how to make this happen? So it did that. We then asked, what are the pros and cons of print on demand?
Yep.
It gave us those. We said, what are the ROI possibilities there? We said, write us a business plan for this business that you came up with. It wrote a full business plan with estimated income, estimated costs, which are next to zero because we're producing all of this from nothing.
Yeah, we're producing all of it from nothing, and all the business management of this is being done by AI.
Right. The business plan you can see here. It actually wrote this. Doesn't even have a company name yet. It says company name. It made up this Empower Prints, which we decided later we're going to change.
Yeah.
And but it wrote a full business plan. And every part of this, you could then go in and have it elaborate more, get more detailed. But after the business plan, it looked generally good. We said, let's leave it. We said, come up with 10 possible business names for this business based on oriented around cigars and bourbon. So it came up with 10 business names oriented around cigars and bourbon. It gave us back this whole list, including Ash and Barrel Threads, which is actually a really good name.
Yeah, it was a really good name. Loved it. So I'm in a
kept
lot of groups that are called Ash and Barrel this and Ash and Barrel that, but Ash and Barrel Threads is a clothing where clothier was available. So we took it.
Exactly.
So we are total investment in this $10.
The cost of a URL. And look,
of
if
URL.
you don't have a GoDaddy account, sign up for GoDaddy. It'll cost you $1 for the URL. And you don't even need the URL because we're going to show you everything we did. And the URL is kind of just a bonus.
Yeah, the
right?
URL is bonus. We could have done this without the URL.
Right, 100%.
So we could have been at zero. We could still be at zero and launching the product.
So far,
and
that's the only thing that's cost us anything.
The only thing that's cost anything, $10. We've launched a business.
Right. So we have the business idea. We have the business name. We have a business plan. We then went in and said, hey, create a branding strategy for us. It came up with a whole list of brand it came with a whole brand identity for us.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to take all of this information that it gave us, and we decided to use Meta's new
Imagine.
Meta's new generative AI image production tool, which is imagine.meta.com. And with that, we had it come up with a couple of logos for us. We'll go over those in a minute. We had it come up with all of the imagery we're using for the products that we're putting on this page. All of it is generated by AI. I didn't write a single bit of text on this. All the text on this website is generated by AI. All the images are at least ideated by AI. And then when I need to make edits, I use a free Photoshop alternative to go in and make the edits. Now, I have actual Photoshop, but I wanted the free version just to show that we can do it. So I used the free Photoshop alternatives to make edits to these images so that we can actually upload them and use them on these products, right? So, again, like you said, so far, the only money we have invested in this is the URL, and that's just a bonus.
Yeah. Because we could have just used a URL that was handed to us by the Square.
Right, exactly. So,
yeah.
Should we go ahead? Let me catch up on the comments here real quick. I apologize.
I don't see much. Hey,
okay,
good.
so
everybody's just entranced with how handsome you look tonight.
I get that a lot. You'd be surprised. So Devin Ross says that Meta AI tool is pretty solid, and it is. Man, it is really good. So let's go ahead and just give an example. All right,
it's fun. It is fun. I have goofed around with this thing.
Any random crap into here.
We will warn you: don't ask it to do certain things. Because how are you? Did you get unbanned?
Yeah, I got back in.
Okay.
So if you ask inappropriate things, even to be funny,
yes,
it will
cut you off for some unknown period of time.
So let's say, what should we write in here? What should we request?
Now I want to see a Monte Cristo sandwich.
Okay, photo.
Tacos, dude, tacos. Okay, we're going to go Monte Cristo. Okay, good. I like that. I approve.
And I apologize for my spelling.
It's 2 words.
Look, Monte Cristo.
All right, 3 words. This is a picture. I like that. You typed in Monte Cristo sandwich, and it's like, this is a picture of a tree.
Now, there's and I'll give you a couple different options here. Those aren't bad.
Oh.
Let's say I want a picture.
We got to do the George Takei voice on that one. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so I want a picture. I don't want just a picture of Monte Cristo sandwich. I want a picture of a panda bear
A panda bear eating a Monte Cristo sandwich?
Panda wearing a
Hawaiian shirt.
Sombrero.
Oh, a sombrero eating a taco. You can't have You can't have a panda wearing a sombrero eating a Monte Cristo. Actually, that would work. Okay, it works.
Come on.
Yeah.
And just to show how crazy your request can be.
Jiminy Christmas. We're going to have to eat something, man.
Where this shows we're hungry.
Yeah. We did. We did order pretzels so that we have some stomach bread.
Look,
in our,
and it does it. It does it.
right?
That's awesome.
So there's a delay. So I get over there and over
There's
here.
a bit
Now
of
I got a panda wearing a sombrero.
It's
That is
eating a
one
Monte
happy
Cristo
ass
sandwich.
panda right there.
Well, he's eating a Monte Cristo sandwich.
He's eating a
Wouldn't you be
Monte Cristo. What's not to be happy about?
happy? Exactly.
Oh, he is just so excited about this sandwich. Yeah, I know it. I got you, fat brother.
Eating a Monte Cristo sandwich while
Yes.
riding a motorcycle.
Yes, I like it. George J.K. would be amazed. He would be just, oh my. That's
This just proves the crazy ass crap you can type in here, and
No.
it generates it.
But
now, the
the
things
second picture of the Monte Cristo sandwich that you first punched in is
Yeah.
still in my mind. I want that sandwich.
exactly.
Uh,
So, like, these aren't all winners, but it just proves the crazy ass crap you can write
I
in
do
here.
not want to eat those sandwiches. I'm not eating those sandwiches.
No, you're not gonna. This next, it's pretty. It's cute at least. It's cute.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So they get a little weird, right?
There was
But the point is, and we'll show you some of the images we come up with for our own brand. When
Yeah.
you're really specific and you really try to come up with a good description for what you want, it will create something good. Now, we
Yeah.
wrote random crap in here, so it gave us
Yeah.
crap in, crap out. Think of it that way, right?
garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly.
I'm not a fan of the lady who kept telling me that, but whatever.
It gave us, we wrote a weird request. It gave us a weird image back because,
know.
again, that's how AI works. It can only reference other stuff that it's seen someplace else, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yes,
yeah,
it's reference.
right. So it's trying. It's trying.
Oh, that's great.
But generally speaking, the Meta AI, I think it's still kind of in beta testing right now. I think
Yeah.
they're still making changes and updates to it. But generally speaking, I think it's pretty good. I think it's a great tool. I've used it myself in some of my own stuff for my other businesses. David, you look like you're going to type something nefarious in there.
I thought about it. I
Yeah,
wanted to go back and get
it's,
another Monte Cristo sandwich.
See, now he's just hungry at this point. It's not even.
I
That's the
don't
point
even
of
know
this
where the
show.
cake went. We had a cake, and the cake's gone now.
Who ate all the cake?
I
It's
don't
your
know.
fault
It's
for
gone.
inviting everybody in the entire restaurant to eat the cake, David.
Well, I mean, that's what the cake was for.
No, it's for the employees and for people in this
And
general
anybody
vicinity. this
here,
stompish.
I think get the cakes. Give freely, man.
Devin Ross says
And
it
there's
has
a
some,
piece. There's a piece left over there. Somebody save me a piece. It's cool.
He says it has some major hangups, like he tried his damnedest to get it to
Damnedest.
make a simple logo, and it would make some complicated 3D with simple in the description 3 times.
Yeah.
And yeah. So some things you should try,
So
Devin.
what
Instead of
was-
writing just simple, write
Write
black
2D.
and white.
Right. 2D, black
2D,
and
black
white,
and white, vector. And you know what? All of those things, it'll still give you crap.
logo
but you gotta
for Devin.
Yeah. So Shelley Webb is pretty impressed. Mike Lozito, he's crying.
Hey,
That's
Mike.
hysterical. Look, it is. It's pretty funny, Mike.
It's good stuff. So, all right. So that's what AI came up with: a 2-dimensional black and white logo for Devin.
Oh, you
And
know,
it looks just like
that's,
him.
That's it. Looks. I'm going to type that in just so the world can see what Devin
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
Devin,
We're saying.
we're going to ask Meta's AI what you look like. Okay, so I'm going to say simple.
So don't use the word simple, because simple is a different definition. Simple is not 2-dimensional. Simple is not black and white.
That's
You
true.
want a 2D, 2-dimensional black and white logo for X, and then you're going to have to craft, and you're going to learn the keywords and how to speak computer in order to get it to do what you want.
Okay,
It's
so-
like trying. Never mind.
that's actually pretty cool, Devin.
Yeah, there
I
you
like it.
go.
So here's
Devin
something-
Ross. That is not Devin Ross.
Here's
that
something
is
interesting
not
though
Devin.
I'll say about
That's not
AI
Devin.
is it'll add text, but it doesn't understand text.
Yeah,
So all the text in the images it gives you back is going to be gibberish.
Yeah.
So you will have to go back in and edit this stuff out.
that's his maiden name, Devon.
Devon. Oh, how do you spell? Did I misspell Devin?
No, it misspelled Devin.
Oh, here's
the first
Devin.
one.
Here it is.
There it is.
That's pretty close.
Yeah,
Devin Ross. Devin Ross.
Rose Ross.
Rose Ross. Let's try again. See
There
what it
we
comes up with. This is a cool AI tool. I mean,
Yeah. Man, we
2
have
weeks
goofed
ago,
around with this thing so
we
much.
spent almost
Yeah.
the whole show.
Yeah, we like it. It's a good.
And
little
sometimes
toy
it
to play
comes up with stuff you're like, that doesn't even make any sense at all.
with. I like it.
But let's say, okay, so
You're
it
a
doesn't.
bird.
Here's part of the problem. It doesn't understand who Devin Ross is.
Yeah.
Let's say a famous person. They might know who it is.
Okay.
So it knew who. So when we first started playing with this tool, we said Nightcrawler. It knew who Nightcrawler from the comic books
It
is.
did. I honestly, that got me because
Yeah.
I was betting that it wouldn't get the reference.
Right.
I thought we were going to get a worm.
Right. And then we asked for images of famous people. It didn't do famous people.
Yeah.
But when we said give us generalities about like an election happening, it gave us images of people who looked remarkably like people who would be running for office.
Yes.
So
who are currently running for office.
now we're going to say ask for a logo let's ask for a famous person's logo, but we're not asking for their face. Let's see if it understands the aesthetic of what a person represents. Let's say,
or we could ask
Elon Musk.
Devin, what were you trying to get the logo for?
So let's say
Try to get it to do a dragon holding a fire hose.
black and white logo for Elon Musk. See what it comes up with.
Dragon.
It's thinking.
Dragon.
Oh, it can't do it. We mentioned Elon Musk. I'll bet that's the problem. All right. So
Yeah.
Black and white logo of a dragon holding a fire hose.
Boom. These are good. That one's not good. What the hell? All right. I don't know what he's holding.
Okay.
But it's a hose, but
white
I don't think it's a
logo.
fire hose.
Of a dragon. I misspelled that.
Adrian, it's gonna be drunk.
So it's not bad. It's not terrible. But this, I mean, you could vectorize this and turn that into.
Yeah, there you go. I ate the fireman.
That one's not bad. Oh, it's got a fire hose for a tongue. That's interesting.
Yes. Dragon. Let's do fighting a fire, which is hilarious because dragons breathe fire, which is why AI is struggling with this. Yes, there we go. A little bit dead air there. Everybody loves that.
Fighting a fire. Okay, black and white logo of a dragon
I mean,
fighting
that's
a fire.
not black and white even, but damn, that's a
Yeah, I mean, some of the
wicked
images
looking
comes up
picture.
with, they're pretty good. I wouldn't call these logo worthy. I think they're very busy.
these are graphics.
But
These
let's type in
are
the word
this
simple.
belongs on a Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah, I
Hey,
could see
there's
that.
Talia.
I could see that being a playing card of some
Miss
sort.
Talia.
All right, so it's I added the
We're
word
going to take a
simple,
quick moment
And
while I order beer.
as you do.
Let's do Weizen. No, not the Bach, just the Weizen. And a water. You want anything?
I'm good for now, thank you.
He's weak. His bloodline is weak.
So I added the word
And he'll
simple,
freeze when
and
winter
it did
comes.
sort of simplify these things a little bit. Generally speaking, though, you got to keep working on it.
Generally
So for the
speaking.
images that we're going to show you here in a few minutes, I had to work actually pretty hard to get it to generate some of these images. And I'm going to show you these because we're going to add them to products and add them to a shop live so that you guys can buy them as you're watching this.
Yes. I'm not having AI come up with Monte Cristo sandwiches. I'm not doing that at all.
No, he's not at all looking
I'm not
at
looking at-
AI-generated
Wait.
food.
Look at that. Does that look like a freaking Monte Cristo sandwich to you? What the hell's wrong with you, Meta?
That's more like
That's a club.
That's a club
That's like
sandwich.
a fresh club too. There's fresh tomatoes there. There's basil leaf. There's some spinach.
Jenny-
fresh spinach.
Jenny Callison says, "Hey guys, what if you put Devin Ross in quotes? That's worth a try.
That's a good thing.
Totally worth
That's a great way. It's got fresh
Jeff
provolone
Lovingwell
on
says,
it.
"Fight
I'm
fire
just.
with fire." Jenny, you came in at a weird time. David's just hungry.
I haven't eaten yet. I had a pretzel earlier.
Order
That's
some
it.
food, man.
I'll
It wouldn't be the
order
first time of
afterwards.
this show.
So what we'll do is I'll order pizza and then take it to the cigar lounge. And I want a better looking Monte Cristo sandwich. So she's from the area too. Jenny Shelley was actually talking earlier about getting the Monte Cristo sandwich from Bennigan's. Did you ever have it? Let me know in the comments. And then if you've got a picture of one, that's even better.
Do Shelly and Jenny know each other?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Everybody knows everybody.
Apparently.
Come on, man.
I don't know anybody. So
Yeah. You got to leave
you
your
gotta
house to do that. I tell my wife all the time, like, you got to leave your house.
Has everything I need.
It's
Has
where the
everything
food
I need.
is.
That is where the food is. Exactly.
Look at that sandwich. Holy crap.
He's literally having AI generate food for him. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what we can do with pizza.
Yeah,
I hope you're
generate
ready
your
to
really
work
great
hard
pizza.
tonight because I'm not doing anything except looking at food
Yeah,
online.
no, it's fine. All right, so here's what we did. I'm going to share. So I mentioned earlier.
Did you do the quotations for Devin?
I didn't. Should I try?
All right, AI's pizza sucks. I'm not eating AI pizza.
Simple black and white logo for.
Put Devin Ross in quotes.
All right, here it goes.
Because quotes do make a big impact because of the way the computer reads. Quotes is so when you put something in quotation marks and a computer is reading it, it reads it first and does the calculations inside of the parenthesis. Do it in not quotation marks. Do it in parentheses.
No, okay, I'll try that.
Put it in no.
But here's the problem: it doesn't know who Devin Ross is.
Yeah, I mean, well, nobody does. Not even Devin. Devin's trying to find himself.
But that's my point, though. Is it knows the name Devin and it knows the name Ross.
It knows Ross.
It doesn't know who Devin Ross is, right? So like it can keep giving it stuff like this back all day long. It doesn't know who Devin Ross is.
There you go.
So
all of these pictures are cooler than actual Devin Ross. So sorry, Devin. You stepped into the Thunderdome tonight.
It's kind of a cool logo.
Yeah,
it's kind of a cool logo.
Oh, that one. No.
All right. That's not
Devin.
Again,
that's
so
not what Devin
much
looks
cooler.
Like. That's so much cooler than
How
Devin
about
Ross.
Drown Me in Brownies.
Drown Me. Now we're going back to food. Brownies. Little Homer Simpson.
How do you spell drown? Drowned?
I don't know. What?
I can't spell.
I believe it's just drown. So DROWN. Me and brownies. So it's not like a drown. It's like a past tense. Monte Cristo.
Let's see. Drown Me in Brownies.
We can rank it up to 11 now.
I don't know. It doesn't know what Drown Me in Brownie is.
No, not drown. That's what I say. It's not past tense. It's just DROWN.
All right. That's right.
Simple. Okay, you got to get rid of the word simple because simple is very subjective.
You got to include simple, David.
What you
don't understand is I've been playing with this tool a heck of a lot more than you.
Whoa, what you do on your own time, your own business, my friend. There you go.
Because guess what? Simple is in there.
It's not simple. All right, I got to pull up over here.
That's a good one. This is a good one. Look at
this. This is a chick looking at me through a pizza ring.
No, here's
she's not a bad looking girl either.
It's kind of cute. It's kind of creepy.
And she's looking at me like she ate the center out of a pizza.
He's completely lost. He's not even paying attention anymore.
Drown Me in Brownies.
All right.
2D.
All right. Anyways, okay. So we're actually going to try.
We
and
are
move on.
way off track.
Yeah, because somebody is just hungry.
I am. You don't get this fat by accident, man.
All right. So we're gonna.
What are we?
Okay. So
2-dimensional brownie logo.
Let's do it. Okay.
Let's see what it does.
He's trying. You can't see his screen.
Boom. Look at that.
That's not a logo.
That is a logo worthy.
I'll show you a logo.
Although because I put the number 2 in there, it put the number 2 on top of the brownie.
That's funny. And that's not a logo.
Pretty funny.
It's not a logo,
That's
but it's
a brand.
a good image.
That's a good brand.
Okay.
It's a good brand
So
image.
we'll do another show eventually on the differences between logos and brands. We'll do that show. But for now.
We're moving on to doing what we're supposed to be doing.
I'm going to bring up my examples here. So earlier in the show, we mentioned AI had built our business, right? So we came up with the business plan, the business name, the business idea even. We didn't come up with any of these ideas. This is all generated by AI. So what did I do? I went and I got an email address, which was ashenbarrelthreads@gmail.com. And with that, I created a store. So there are dozens of print-on-demand companies out there. There's so many. You could just get paralysis analysis just from Googling print-on-demand companies. There are so many out there. Find the one that works best for you. The one that I went with was Printful. And I'll tell you why in a minute. I went with Printful. The second step was finding some place to host the products themselves, right? So Printful is a print-on-demand company. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't give you a storefront. It doesn't give you a shop to host these things. So then I had to find a shop to actually host our products to be able to sell them. And again, since we're doing this at completely zero cost, there's only really a couple of good options. So I went with Square. You know the payment company Square? Well, they also offer websites, e-com websites called at SquareUp, squareup.com.
Yep.
And they have a free option, which I went with. So I'm going to show you how all these work. All right, so go back here, switch my screen so you can see what I'm looking at.
So we'll go back here to some of the comments. Garbage in, garbage out. He's like, I've heard that before. I know you have. He says he looks more like Eddie Munster.
I got that one up there.
Which is Absolutely true.
All right. So,
It is true.
all right. So, using some of the aesthetic requests, here are some general images for the website. But overall, what I did was I went through a lot of iterations of images for T-shirts based on the aesthetics, the branding that the AI developed for us. Should I show you the images, or should I show you the storefront? And we're just going to add the images to T-shirts, and we can talk through what I did to develop them. Let's just walk our way through it. Yeah. All right. So, one thing you want to do is go to your print-on-demand company, and I went with Printful. It's super easy. It'll take you literally like 2 minutes to set up a shop. Super, super easy. And as far as creating a product, literally just, it's as simple as clicking on a T-shirt, saying I like that T-shirt, and I want to add a design to it, right?
Yep.
So here's what I do. I got my product catalog right here along the left side. And then, let's see, product templates. Since I already have some templates made up, I'm going to say I want to create a new template. And we're literally creating products right here that you can buy as soon as we get
We're going to
set
put
up.
a Monte Cristo sandwich on a T-shirt, and you guys will be able to buy it.
And look, there's so many products on these. I mean, so you can go to Spring. It used to be Teespring, now it's Spring.
Yeah, just
You can go to Shopify, Printful. You can go to any one of them. I went with Printful, so I'm going to go to men's clothes. I'm going to say I want these underwear with our logo right there on the crotch. No, I would rather have a T-shirt.
I'm sorry, I may be behind where you are.
Yeah, that's what happens when he
screen-
watches.
the
See,
screen's
I
over
always
here.
tell him he always watches Facebook instead of my screen. Don't watch
Well, otherwise
Facebook.
I
It's
gotta
about
be like
10
this.
seconds behind. That's why
All
we
right.
need the good screen right here.
Yeah, we do need to get a monitor.
So
when we do stuff
I'm
live.
going to create a T-shirt with this gentleman here.
Oh, I thought you were putting something on some dude's crotch.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
That was a joke. All right.
Good.
So
I was going. Yeah.
I want this white T-shirt, but I don't have an image to put on there. Guess what? AI created images for us.
Yes.
And I spent a lot of time refining my request to have AI generate these images. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this T-shirt, and I'm going to say I want. Oh, these images are already on here for T-shirts that I created, just to make sure the shop will work.
Yes. And if you guys can see the one all the way to the right there, if you got the reference about the hand grenade earlier, then you get that joke too.
All right, so here's a pretty cool one I kind of like. I'm going to go with Smoking Monkey. Smoking Monkey. Since I'm a big cigar guy,
All right.
we're going to upload our Smoking Monkey
Money.
image. Check that out. That's a cool T-shirt, if ever I saw one. AI generated this. I did not generate that.
I got to look over.
You gotta look over.
Okay, now it's back over there. Okay. All right.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. So
Pretty
we're going to
cool.
put this. I think we go with it.
I think it
Yeah.
works. All right.
Yeah.
So now we can also do, you can have prints on the sleeves. You can have prints on the back also. And again, since this is print on demand, by the way, we're not paying for these T-shirts
Yeah.
up front.
Yeah. So when you
somebody
guys
goes to a shop and they buy the T-shirt,
when you
they
guys
pay for it. It gets shipped to them. You literally just get the profit.
Yeah, so every one of you guys should have your own T-shirt shop.
Why
at the
not?
End of this.
It costs nothing.
Costs you nothing, and if you come up with something cool and it takes off, I mean, you might make a couple bucks. Let's say you have a hobby like building acoustic guitars, and you want something to help fund that hobby.
Right.
Or let's see, I know the hobbies of a couple people on here. Jeff Leffingwell plays guitar. I know that. I know Shelly does the dogs. She does like the hunting and like the dogs where they jump in the water and whatnot. The one Jen, she did the schoolie bus thing because we talked to her. Actually, we were here about that, and I know Nikki goes to Disney nonstop, so I would love for her to get some extra money to go to Disney. And Mike Lozito, they're soccer. So
yeah.
I also happen to know that the gentleman right there, Mike Lozito, spends a ton of time in design and buying products to do shirts for this tournament and that tournament and this
cool.
tournament.
I didn't know that.
Where he could take that logo, throw it on here. The parents could go buy it right there. He's out of the loop completely.
Right.
He's he's not out of the loop completely. He's doing the design, and then he is sitting back, and everything else taken care of. So, Kareem, if I'm saying that right, his wife's name, being from West Virginia does hinder me from time to time in pronunciation. If I say the word still or steel,
Steel is basically steel.
Okay, so
Like
I
the metal.
struggle.
Still.
And my wife right now is laughing her ass off at me because of me trying to say the word still versus steel. And to be honest,
Do you
I
those new
don't
steel toe boots?
hear the difference.
Still toe boots?
I can't. She'll be like, you say it like this. I'm like, that's what I said. And she's like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to say it? And then she'll say it. I'm like, that's what I freaking said. So being born in as a hillbilly, I do struggle a little bit with pronunciation. But anyway, she won't have to. Mike's wife won't have to walk in and be like, well, what are you in the middle of now? Because he does, and he does it for like huge groups, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
He also has a candle company. He's also
okay.
the guy who runs Zoe Candles.
Okay, cool.
So, Mike, if you're still running the website, drop your website. Yeah, Mike Lazito. If you're still running the website, drop that link in there, because he is also the one who did the blend for us. That we're still trying to finalize to get the exact smell that we want, but we're now we have a website to put it on.
Now we can sell candles.
Now
we can sell candles on our shop. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Jeff Leffingwell says. That is a cool change to the right smoke. It's legal now. Stoned monkey is
no.
Yeah, no.
No. That's a cigar. Damn
That's a cigar, not a big, not a.
That is not a cigar. That's a cigar.
So anyway, so we have our main image, but you can also add images like to the sleeves if you wanted like one of those cool T-shirts with the sleeves on the side. I personally like adding something to the back. I think the back is a great place to add your logo. But you want the logo kind of where the tag goes, not down in the middle main image.
The GFY T-shirt you made and shipped over, while I love the GFY and the Elon Musk up front, the actual coolest part about that shirt, I think, is actually the Underdog Journey logo up top on the back.
Right.
It really did add some pizzazz.
It just adds an extra little bit of interest to the product, right? So I have a couple different logo images that AI created for us, and I just added one here to the back.
Yep.
Again, still got the front. There you go, and we're good to go. We save this template out. Guess what? It's ready to go in the shop.
Yep. So we're gonna create this. We're gonna put it on, and you guys will be able to go right now and buy 1,000 of them each.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, and I'll show you the store here in a second. So
and Mike won't have to set an iron on any cricket patterns whatsoever.
So I'm going to say add to store. So you can choose all these different colors for your T-shirt. You can choose what size selection if you don't want small or 5X in.
Yeah, if you don't want stupid fat people like me to wear your product, you can limit it.
But we're an inclusive show. So we add all the sizes.
Now wait a minute, because this is a brand decision when you're looking at stuff.
Fair point.
There are brands that don't sell above certain sizes. They have their target market, their target audience.
And they do it on purpose, by the way, because they can get any size.
Yeah, you can make any size. So let's say you are rocking a business and your business plan specifically says that you are going to sell from this size to this size. You can simply do that so that you don't have a person that doesn't fit your demographic wearing your product.
Right.
Everybody that wears your product is a billboard for that product.
And that's a brand choice.
And as a fat guy, I'm allowed to say this, apparently. So it's all cool.
But that's a brand choice. I personally have all sizes because, look, Ashen Barrel is a very inclusive brand.
Very inclusive.
We're an exclusive inclusive brand.
Yes, we don't give a shit. Make us as much money as we can.
So here's a cool thing. So once you get to this point, you can say, I want to go to mock-ups. Because maybe I don't want this image of this guy. Maybe I want different images. You can have custom mock-ups.
I think you can sell that.
But let's say I'm going to see what they have available. Well, I guess they got a couple models right here. You can have this guy right here, have this guy right here. You can choose.
Dude, I'm telling you straight up, that first guy right there, I have smoked cigars with him. He is going to sell some cigar shirts.
He would sell some cigar shirts. You're right.
Yeah.
So you can choose what images are the hero images or images at all. The way that I have the shop set up right now, I think just the T-shirt sitting by itself is going to match what we currently have. And you can always go back and change this stuff, which is nice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this is our hero image. We're going to hit continue.
You know what I'd like? I'd like to put Beetlejuice from like the 90s.
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton
What about it?
dressed up in Beetlejuice. I think him wearing that shirt would sell this.
Oh, so you can do that, actually.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I bet we can. That's why I brought it up.
Now, what you have to do is you need to create your own image of Beetlejuice, and then it can overlay it onto the image for you. But that's a whole different show altogether.
Yes, absolutely. But the moral of the story is you can still do all of that
But you can still do that.
for free.
You can do it for free, right? Back where I said whether you want custom mock-ups or the general mock-ups, go to custom mock-ups, add your own images. It will add the design right to it. Or if you're good at Photoshop or one of the Photoshop alternatives, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, Photoshop alternatives brought to you in part by free.
Right,
free.
exactly.
My favorite color. My card just say it all the time.
So,
if
here,
I'm going to advertise for you all, I want paid. Well, the way you get paid is by being dressed amazingly, wearing shirts and clothing that's going to get you noticed.
So now that you're
the more you buy from us, the more you get paid in compliments.
True. Yeah, good point.
Theoretical dollars, that is.
So once you're to this point, you can pick a product description. This is how the product is described on your page, on your website. Because all of this is going to get pushed over to your site, right? So I'm going to say this is a smoking monkey. Smoking monkey. Oh, not monkette. Monkey.
Monkette. That would be the female version. You get the monkeys and the monkettes.
Men's white classic tee. Okay. Now you can also go down and change the entire description. You can keep what's already here or write something yourself. I think this is fine for now. Again, you can always change this later.
Sharp lines on a t-shirt. I like that. Maintain sharp lines around the edges.
And you can always change this. And you know what's funny is you really should change this based on your SEO functionality as well. Because if this is going on your e-com website, you want to hit that SEO, which means search engine optimization. And we've done this a lot in the past. We can do it again in the future. SEO is basically, it tells places like Google and Yahoo, any search engine, how highly you should rank in their searches.
Yeah. So let's say you are a person who wants to make these shirts for soccer, but you're in a city who loves the color orange. You can utilize certain taglines, certain things that will automatically, because of the way it's worded, almost geotag because of where you are when somebody searches in that geography that uses these buzzwords, that you're able to pull up and get higher without paying for search engine optimization.
That's true. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pull up our Chat GPT and have it write a description for us.
Okay.
So, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, hang on. Dead air. Here we are.
Oh, yeah.
I
was just
ChatGPT
thinking.
back.
I was just like, all right, I need to go get ChatGPT.
All right.
Because there's a couple ways. Okay, and
so
now here's the thing. Before we get started, I mentioned this last week. As long as we continue in this conversation, it is going to reference back to the information that it's already given us. Is going to be part of the response.
Right.
Exactly. When I say part of the response, I mean part of the equation for the response.
Now you also need to tell it the length of what you want it to write, the how in depth you want it to get with the description, because if not, it'll write you a novel. So I'm going to say write a
Once Upon a Time
short 1-paragraph description for a T-shirt of a monkey smoking a cigar. Now after this, you need to say keeping with the established aesthetics and brand of Ashen Barrel Threads. Okay, so here, you talk while I'm writing that, because I am not one of those people who can type and talk at the same time.
So, anyway, the Monte Cristo sandwich.
Of course.
No, I was gonna do it. I figured it'd be funny to kind of pop back into that. But so we talked about it last week and about how you can build upon every conversation that you have with ChatGPT. And probably other AI platforms as well, but we don't really use them. But for ChatGPT, I don't know, on yours, for some reason, it's different, actually different than what mine comes up as. It keeps a running list. So I go back and I'll ask it sometimes back something that I've asked it in the past. Say, hey, I want to continue on this. So let's say in 6 months, we want to circle back to our Ashen Barrel Threads company and add a new line to it. We're already looking at watches. So we may want to circle back to it, and we're going to be able to pull this exact conversation out, ask it a question inside of it, and it's going to pick up like we never paused the conversation whatsoever. It's not like us where we're. If you ask me a question, you better be ready for me to take 5 minutes to get into the box of what the hell you just said, because I don't run at whatever gigahertz that this thing does. You ask me that, I'm Windows 95 rebooting, right? Like, and coming back. So, yeah, I like it when there's a comment. So you guys comment because it's easier for me to talk smack when you guys are commenting. So Devin says his hobby is fire protection.
All right. So here's the request. All right.
Did you get it?
I'm a slow typer. But you did well there. You did
Great.
all right.
Blah 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 on nothing, and I was
See,
not
it
prepared to
writes-
just randomly talk by myself.
It writes really long paragraphs.
Okay, there we go.
Let's see.
Okay.
Indulge in the playful sophistication of our monkey and T-shirt cigar. You send some of this. You should rewrite
Monkey
yourself.
and
Don't
cigar
rely
T-shirt.
solely on AI.
Yeah.
to write this
So
for you, by the way.
on that as well, we have pointed that out multiple times in multiple platforms where people literally have just copied and pasted whatever ChatGPT shot out. That's what they published as their article.
That haven't. Look at BuzzFeed.
Oh,
It's
brutal.
It's insane.
It's brutal, and they pull so much. They pull so much subject material from New York Times. It's insane.
So some of this stuff I'm not gonna add. So I'm gonna leave out this first sentence. I'm gonna go with crafted for the discerning gentleman who values both wit and refinement. This unique design captures the essence of camaraderie and fine art of enjoying life's pleasures. The monkey and cigar tea seamlessly blends the lighthearted charm of our. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with this. Generally speaking, okay. I'm just gonna
Okay.
pull this here, and then we're gonna add that to.
Okay, so there's a little bit of rewording there that
There's-
really could spin out well.
It's not. It's overall.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
And
So-
you know what? I guarantee you, this is a breakout group. 3 weeks worth of work.
Right, exactly.
get
You get a
that
copywriter.
paragraph.
And here's the funny thing. If your company had a copywriter whose job it was to write this stuff,
Yeah.
it would take them a week to write that alone.
Oh yeah.
And then then the marketing team or the sales team would have to come back and say, make these edits,
Yep.
which you can do right now, and you're done.
Yep.
That's it. So you just saved yourself a ton of time. And we should go back and rewrite bits and pieces of this.
I had dead air to fill.
You have lots of dead air.
I had dead air to fill, and I have a microphone at a pizza shop at 2:00 in the morning story to tell. Son of a
See, you
biscuit!
missed-
All right,
you
next
missed a
time
big
we have dead
opportunity.
air, we're gonna have it.
It's coming up. Don't worry.
It's good stuff. It was hilarious, guys, and you're gonna love it.
It's coming up. But one thing I like to do is I like to break up the paragraphs a little bit, just so it's not this giant chunk of text. Generally speaking, it looks fine, though. I'm going to leave the
Well, I say we at least read over it, and we don't necessarily need to read it aloud. But I say we at least give it a look over, just so
give
it
it a
doesn't
once
say
over. All right. Crafted for the discerning gentleman who values both wit and refinement. This unique design captures the essence and camaraderie of the fine art of enjoying life's pleasures. The monkey and cigar tea seamlessly blends the lighthearted charm of our fraternity with the timeless allure of a well-enjoyed cigar. Elevate your casual wardrobe with this conversation-starting piece, symbolizing the distinctive style and sharpened spirit of Ashen Barrel Threads. Immerse yourself in the unexpected yet refined.
Yeah, see right there, there
See?
you go. So
That's true. This whole last.
unexpected yet refined elegance. So get rid of because and true. Get rid of the words because and
You
true.
know what? I think all of this after Ashen Barrel Threads needs to go
think.
because it mentioned Ashen Barrel Threads twice. That can go.
Yeah, kill it. Yeah, there we go.
We're good. There you go. Done.
Gone.
So we're gonna add this. We're gonna hit continue.
Didn't know I hit it.
Now,
It was a delete
here's
button.
an interesting thing that you can do with print-on-demand companies. You can say how much a T-shirt costs. Guess what?
Yeah.
Maybe I want to pull a P Diddy, and I want to charge $80 for a T-shirt. I could do that here.
Well, so
Maybe I want to pull a Supreme and have $100 for a T-shirt that has red Supreme written across the front.
yeah,
I could do that here.
to be honest, I don't think it would be hard to crack that copyright.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, we have said many, many times, position yourself as a premium product.
Right.
I would much rather position ourselves as a premium product than try to value product. If we're going to sell on premium product, there is other things. The wittiness of the design, the fraternity to which it speaks of, if you are not, I'm not a big fan of the word fraternity in there. I get it.
No comment.
I get it where it comes from. I'm not
No comment.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the word fraternity in there because it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a guy. But if you go to a cigar lounge
It's
and
a
you sit there
fraternity.
one night,
You're
you're
part of
going
the
to
group.
understand what it means.
Yeah.
You're like, every person in this room has your back. Every person in this room has your back, not just in this room.
Right.
If you hear somebody talking bad about, one of these people that you smoke a cigar with, you're going to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shut them up real quick. Like, no, you don't do that. That's not how this goes. So it is just a whole
But
nother
the
tier.
fact that ChatGPT mentioned the
Mentioned
word
the
fraternity
fraternity.
when we were talking about this,
Yes.
when it laid out the brand parameters
Yeah.
for Ash and Barrel,
Yeah.
it understood what you're
It
going
understood where you're going for. So while if you position yourself on price and that's what you've got, that's all you've got. I'm not in a race to the bottom.
for. Right.
We're going to position ourselves as a premium brand, and we're going to price ourselves accordingly.
So do we raise our prices above $17?
Absolutely.
How much are we going for?
I'll say we start at $20 at minimum for a shirt. And the one here with a smoking monkey on it, that's worth at least $700-800. No. I say in the $20 mark. $20 t-shirts, an acceptable reason for what I would consider a premium t-shirt. If you pay more than $20 for a t-shirt, you've gotten problems. $20 is a good price for a premium t-shirt. Now, when you get into the extended sizes, the stupid XL fat, and the stupid, oh my God, you're fat, then you got to pay more.
All right. So we got our t-shirts here. And what you'll notice is actually some of the larger sizes do actually have they go up a little higher in price because it actually costs them a little bit more to source the t-shirts themselves.
Yeah, when you're using a sailboat's sail to make a t-shirt, it costs more.
Look, I'm not going there.
I'm allowed to say this. I'm fat.
I'm not going there. But it's a thing. All right, so we have our t-shirts here.
Yes.
Generally speaking, and here's another thing it gives you is the estimated revenue of the t-shirts, right?
Yep.
So
you guys can see.
So even though it costs you $20 to buy the t-shirt, the revenue for the person who designed it is only $4.80, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like we would be making the whole $20. Most
Yeah.
of that's actually going towards the printer. And
Yeah.
that's not unexpected with print on demand. Now, last week you had mentioned if you buy in bulk, you can actually probably source these for a couple of dollars and you get all of the profits yourself.
Yes, a very, very different model.
It's a very different model.
What we talked about.
But it
one
does
of
have
the
a lot of
questions-
upfront costs
Yeah.
involved.
That's what we talked about when we set this up. In part of the questions was we're going to build a business that grows, that starts with print on demand and then grows into a bulk order, so that we can maximize. So if you're starting a business, we have shown you how to start a business for nothing. We spent $10 so that we have a cooler URL. That's it.
That's it. That's all the money we spent on
That's
this.
all
is
the
just
money we
URL.
spent, $10. So you're allowed to do this, and then you can take the profits that you get from your shirts, as long as you're
Right.
pushing them out. People are buying them. You're promoting them, and constantly cultivating your business. You got $0 invested.
Mm-hmm.
Then you grow into the bulk order, where your profit margin goes from $4.80. Now we're going to be going to
$18.
$17.50, somewhere in that ballpark is your profit margin on a shirt.
It's a
for,
huge jump.
for product cost.
Right.
Now you still got other costs that aren't just necessarily your product cost, but there's a significant. We have a decent amount of that investment too, as far as our time on ChatGPT, talking to you guys, drinking beer. I mean, there's money that goes into this stuff.
We need beer. We're really only doing this for
We're
beer
really
money, frankly.
that's really it. That's all. I mean, well, to be honest, what I do my day job for too, is just so I have money for beer. But then you can take this and then grow it into that higher profit margin business, which is what we asked and requested from ChatGPT when we originally set this up.
Right. That's it.
So this business and the way that we're going to run it is to grow from. We put $10 in, guys. $10.
Right.
So a $10 investment in your business, and then we're going to step by step grow it up, and then we're going to expand it to a higher margin product, which is the bulk order stuff, the things that we have to lay out a few $100s for, but we've gotten that money.
But you've
from
already
the
made that
ones-
money.
We've
doing
gotten
this.
that. We've gotten those $400 that we had to spend,
Right.
or $1,000. We got that on the T-shirts that we didn't have to pay anything. All we collected
Right.
was the revenue.
Right. So a lot of people talk about passive income, and I really hate these dumb passive income
Yeah.
influencers. But really, this is one of those things that can be passive income. Now, I say passive incomes in big quotes because it still will require a lot of back end work on your part as far as
you have to come up with a design.
you need to come up with designs. You need to
pitch.
push your ideas.
Yeah, you have to push your company. You have to push your brand.
But if you look at other really well established clothing brands, look at
Ash
Echo.
and Barrel.
Look at Echo. Okay, Mark Echo. You know how he really got big? Mark Echo actually went.
Carbs.
Well, lots of the Monte Cristo sandwiches.
Monte Cristo sandwiches, man. That's how you do it.
No,
Oh, yeah.
So you look at Echo, you look at Fubu. What do these guys do? They actually went to big hip hop artists and said, "Hey, man, look, you don't know me, I don't know you. Will you wear my T-shirt on stage?"
Yeah.
Guess what? One musician wears your T-shirt on stage. Everybody wants it. Now you can't do that now because every musician has their own clothing
Yeah, their own
brand.
brand.
But that's
because
where,
they're not stupid. They did what we did.
But that's
they did
where
what we did
influence-
right here.
But that's where influencer marketing really started, right? Find an influencer.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get our T-shirts on some places that just they do not belong.
They do not belong. Let's do it.
I'm going
man.
to try to get
Let's
our
do it.
T-shirts in places that
Done.
that people are like, "What the hell is this? How did you do that?" Because I am not afraid of asking.
Yeah, that's really funny.
anybody.
All right, so let's push this to the store. All right, we got the prices set up. It's all good to go. Let's say we're going to submit this to the store. So it says, you see here, adding new product to the store.
Adding new product to the store.
And after this, we're actually going to go to the store and show you. All right, so what did I do? I went to Square. Go to squareup.com. You can sign up for a free storefront website. And we're going to show you some of the ins and outs of how that works. But generally speaking, this is the storefront.
That's a storefront.
I'm
So
gonna
you
refresh
can do
this
this
here.
right here. This is very important to understand. You can do this right here with the ashenbarrel.square.site.
Mm-hmm.
That's free.
Right, that's it.
So what do we have? This is what we did, so that we can get rid of the square.site, and we have ashenbarrelthreads.com. So you're able to, for us, go to ashenbarrelthreads.com.
So let's walk them through real quick.
There's a
So
little bit
okay,
of stuff there, yeah.
with the free account, you cannot have your own custom domain. Okay,
Okay.
which is why I asked you before the show started. Can you forward the Ash and Barrel threads to
Yeah.
this URL? Right. So ashenbarrel.square.site. Right. So that's the actual URL. But for zero cost, you can actually have your custom domain forward here, so people can still go to
Yeah.
ashenbarrelthreads.com.
So it's a redirect.
and it redirects to this.
Yeah.
Right.
So it when
But if you
when
want to pay $16 a month, you could have your own custom domain with
or
other
for
features as well.
$10 a year, actually you can pick up certain sites for as low as a penny on GoDaddy.
You can. You absolutely can.
And then you just you get I think you get tokens to do forwardings and things like that. Over time, I've got a couple of them in the bank, and I just literally I walked out. He's over here saying, "Hey, forward it over. Click. What's the address?" He's like, "Email it to you. Copy, paste, enter, done."
Yeah. It's super, super easy.
Done.
Hang on. So I am just trying to find some of the editing URLs where I was doing some stuff. Here's some dead air for you. For a
Dead
second.
air.
Tell your pizza shop.
All right, so last night I drank my Red Bull, right? I drank my Red Bull. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Pound of my Red Bull. Boom. Got it. What do I want? I did this thing called Purple Haze, which I figured it was a hazy beer. Wasn't a hazy beer. It was actually a Hefeweizen. Blew me away. So I had 3 of those. Water, Red Bull, 3 more beers after having a couple 3 liters here. And so we leave, and I'm out with the guy we call Big Show because he looks like the Big Show from wrestling. Excuse me. And I'm like, dude, I want a Columbus pizza. And he finds this place that's open in the general vicinity of us. We walk in, and they have a microphone. They have a microphone. So that when you come in, most of the people that are there are picking up for like Uber Eats and DoorDash and stuff. So they put this microphone in so you can come in and they can go, pick up for Charlie. Pick up for Charlie. And so I walk in and I'm like, I'm singing into that.
Right.
That's what it's there for. It's there for me to sing into. So they're in the back and they're waiting for pick up for Charlie. And so I start singing Your Body is a Wonderland. And so Big Show's losing it. The people in the back, all the people that are there working, are absolutely splitting. It gets better.
Of course.
Every person who came in was like, "Pick up for Charlie." I'm like, they don't respond. You have to sing a song into it. So tonight's theme is Frank Sinatra. So we started having people come in, and they did. They come in and they started just singing like "Fly Me to the Moon," "New York, New York." I did it my way. There's a couple other things. And then I don't know, there was this Somalian kid that was in there, and he ended up, I don't know, tip chatter or whatever it is that they all do, video recording us. There was like 3 or 4 of us over by the bar, over by this microphone, and we're all just singing into it. I don't even remember what song it was at this point, but we were having a great time. So the moral of the story is, don't put a microphone in front of me with a captive audience. I mean, those poor people in the back had no choice but to listen to whatever the hell I said.
That's hilarious.
And it worked out well. So, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, as I'm finally get back to my bed in the hotel, I'm like, "Jiminy Christmas, I am wide awake." I also then remembered the fact that I drank a Red Bull at 1 a.m.
That's
So
really funny.
I had a meeting at 9. I had a meeting at 9:50. So it was a busy and tired morning.
That's hilarious.
All right, that's about all the dead air I can fill with my
that's interesting.
singing into the random. So it was microphones.
Interesting
They're
story.
awesome.
So anyway, all right. So we're gonna go into the back end of the website.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
actually show you
whoa.
that you can edit right up in through the back end. All right. So what you want to do? You want the website to back it up a little bit. Just back it on up. All right. And look, this is a
fine
free,
mother webpage. Won't you back
This
that
is a
ass
free
up?
version of the website.
All right.
And I can actually go in and I can edit things like I can add a logo. Guess what? I created this logo using AI. Thank you.
Yes.
I can add featured items. I can change all of the text on this website. I can do all of this. Add payment options on the website. I can then go in and I can say, I don't want to edit the front page. I want to edit the about page. Let's see. So you go here to about.
So if you order
And
from
then you
us,
can go
you
in.
can use Square, you can use Apple Pay, Google Pay, Visa, MasterCard, American Express.
Yeah, all of
Discover.
this.
It's got
You
all
can
of it.
pay
I love
anyway. Apple. I love it. I love Apple Pay. Apple Pay, Google Pay. It's
Yeah.
the easiest thing in the world. It's great. You can have your store hours if you have a physical store. Let's say you don't even want the section with the store map. Let's say I'm not based in California. I don't want this here.
I like this.
Guess what?
So if you
just
guys
get rid
order
of it
from
completely.
Ash and Barrel, we're at 1274 and Hombre Court, San Francisco, California, 94107. You can reach us by dialing 515-555-0126. Nobody will answer because that's a fake number.
And you know
but
what? I don't like it at all,
Go
so I'm
for
just going to delete that section
Goodbye.
altogether because we are not there.
Yes.
But guess what? This About Us section is all written by AI.
AI.
This hero image. You know what's funny? This hero image right here on the main website,
Mhm.
AI. You know how you
Nice.
know? Count his fingers.
Okay.
AI can't do fingers, but it's written.
He only has 3.
AI. Look. I didn't say it was perfect, and you wouldn't have noticed if I didn't say anything.
No, I wouldn't have. But then again, there was the I'm pointing at my tooth and I'm getting there. The Trident, there was a Trident ad campaign that would put a guy smiling with a missing tooth
No, that's funny.
or something along those lines. But he had like 2 extra hands. So he'd be standing there holding his wife here, and then he'd have both of his hands up front and then another hand out here
Yeah,
around his kid.
and we showed some of those too.
Yeah, and it proved their thought was nobody's going to catch this. The idea of how important a proper and good smile is.
Well, and that was basically just making fun of really bad Photoshop in advertising.
Well,
But-
we did it to make fun
Right.
of Photoshop.
But so everything from all of the copy, this crafted elegance for modern gentlemen, written by AI.
Yes.
All of this stuff, even down to the header the header image here, written by
Oh,
AI.
Mike's got the comment so far of the night. I'd trade a few fingers to be ripped arms like that.
You know, I mentioned earlier to Kevin Klaus over there. We were talking about some
Klaus.
football player who on like his first game destroyed his leg, right?
Oh yeah.
And I mentioned, I was like, look, if I got paid
Discount
as much as
double
he
check.
got paid, if I got paid as much as you got paid on that contract, and they said you need to go out there and be tackled by a bunch of monsters on a field, and it's going to be so bad they're going to have to chop your leg off. I'll be like, I'll go for it. For that kind of money, done. Take my leg. I don't need it. I got an extra. I'm good to go.
I got an extra. That is.
Look, God gave
that
you two legs for a reason.
Oh,
You don't need
okay.
both.
Yeah. All right. Not where I thought we were going with that, but okay.
So
what
anyway,
happened here?
look.
Oh, okay.
The point is,
Damn it, Apple.
should we go through some of the other designs the AI made us? There's some pretty good designs.
Yeah,
here.
let's take a look.
I think.
All
I
right.
think.
I don't know
actually wanna
what
go
has
through some of the
happened.
logos, and I'm actually going to update all of these on the site. These can be all T-shirts you can buy. But I actually want to. I'm going to open some of these designs because I think we have some pretty good ones here.
Yeah. Okay. It got back to where it belonged. So I actually sent some of the designs over that sent to us, but I think we've covered.
Yeah. So
Basically, a couple of the ones I sent over there were some issues with them, with some contrast and things like that you could work your way through.
yeah.
We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it, but you can. And not only
Right.
can you do it, you can do it all for free.
Right. Exactly. And by the way, we will also be adding the GFY, the Elon Musk GFY T-shirt,
Yeah.
into our shop as well.
Yeah, there's no
So
reason
that'll be
not to.
available, and I'll pull that up
No.
as well so you guys can see it.
Yes.
Hang on.
Ashen Barrel. I like he's got the Ashen Barrel there.
Yeah, I mean, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I'm sitting here. It's like, can I put my hand in where I have all of my fingers in this guy? No, he's just.
Yeah, he's missing a finger.
Yeah. What a shocker.
But I'm bummed.
Bum. Bum.
Hang on.
There we go. What are you doing? Oh, hey. Don't forget to go online to Underdog Plus Peanut Butter Brew Bones and get your Underdog Plus Peanut Butter Brew Bones today. Hey, when are you getting the other flavors up on the website?
All right, so I have approval for them all. I have the packaging in for them all.
Okay.
I'm doing a little baking. I'm doing a
I
little
can see
bit of baking ahead because as soon as these are available, I already know for a fact I'm going to have a couple hundred sold immediately for certain retailers that sell them for me. So I'm doing a little bit of a baking ahead on those, and very soon we're going to have apple bacon, we're going to have apple crunch, and
Apple crunch,
pumpkin spice.
My dog likes the apple bacon. All right.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Excuse
good.
me. My dog prefers apple crunch.
Apple crunch
Now,
over the apple bacon.
Apple crunch
Okay.
over apple bacon.
I thought you said your dog preferred the pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice
It's
over
a basic
breathing.
white dog at home.
Yes, she is a basic white bitch.
I wasn't gonna say
straight
that.
up. She put on leggings, had froofy socks on.
Wears
She
Ugg-
had one of
wears
those
Uggs around the
jackets.
house.
She had one of those jackets that a vest that, but had a hood on it with fur, but fake fur. Actually, she has real fur, so it's okay. Because she's a dog. Basic white bitch. That's what she was. That freaking pumpkin spice won out easily over any of the
Good to know,
other
good to know.
flavors. It was insane.
All right, so here are 3 designs, logo designs that I had AI come up with.
Okay.
I wanted to keep it simple because again, with logos, you want it to be as simple as possible.
Kiss.
Right.
Keep it simple, stupid.
It needs to look as good on a billboard as it will at 1/4 of an inch on a business card.
Yep.
It needs to look good. So there's a couple different options here. So there's this first one here. I thought it was, again, simple, ashen barrel. Again, AI came up with these, so they could be better. But look, it's free. If you have no design background and no interest in learning design, have AI make it.
I
You
have
can come
no
up with the
interest
same
in
thing.
learning design. I have all the interest in critiquing designs, but I
Right.
have no interest in creating them.
Here's the first one. Here's the second one. And, there are certain aesthetic
I like number 2.
there's certain aesthetic things that I came up with, like the font.
What's not to like about a good number 2, right?
Certain aesthetic things that I changed. There's a nice number 2 there, and I personally like number 3. So with this one, I changed the font. I still like the sort of cursive ampersand here.
Right. I call it a drunk ampersand.
There you go. So a couple different logo designs here we came up with, but generally speaking, not bad, not great, but it's free, and
It's
AI
free.
came up with it.
It works.
Let's see. Here's the GFY T-shirt, Elon Musk GFY, which is awesome, by the way.
By the way, yeah.
This is a T-shirt that will be available, and here's some more AI-generated T-shirts we'll have available. So, a dog version of the
Nothing runs
John
like a
Deere
dog.
logo.
There we
I'm a
go.
fan of this. I like the
There
look.
we go,
I'm
right
a
there.
little biased,
That'll work.
right?
Dude, hey, Shelly, if you're still watching, I want to make sure we get the right dog silhouette.
Right. This should have been a greyhound, frankly, but
Either a greyhound,
AI is what it is.
yeah, it is.
And
But it wouldn't be that hard
Yeah.
to take. I mean, you could do this in paint. You could do the beaker, take the green, fill
Yeah.
this in with a paint bucket. Boom. Actually, you need a line right there, but you fill that in with a paint bucket. Now you've just got the outline. Now you can do a silhouette. That's a reference to Mary Poppins, if you guys don't get that. Of any dog you want, because the people who have Dachshunds are going to tell you, "Oh, my Dachshund's so fast." The people who have Australian cattle dogs, like I have, they're going to be like, "You don't understand how fast these stupid dogs are."
It's true.
And they're I call it stupid dog, but ridiculously smart. I love my dog because all I got to do is talk to her. I talk to my dog like I talk to my kids.
You get a smart dog though. You get a smart
But
dog.
but you could do. I'm trying to think of what I got. One of the spaniels. You could do a terrier. Oh, terriers, the little Boston terrorists.
Yes,
Oh man,
some things I'm going to do on UnderdogPlus.com. We also sell T-shirts on there.
Huh?
UnderdogPlus.com. I'm actually going to have breed-specific designs as well.
yeah. That's
Because
there you
people
go.
who are like people who love a pug, they love pugs.
Oh, yeah.
Right? People who love schnauzers love a schnauzer.
Yeah, it's not good for us. It wouldn't work for us. Actually, this works much better on the Underdog Plus Brewbones page than it does
But
us.
I think this would be like a cool hat, like a
That would trucker hat,
right trucker hat.
bro.
with
You
the-
drop this on trucker hat,
right?
it works.
Come on, I'm telling you. It
Yeah,
works.
little snapback, with the vents on it and everything.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, yes.
Here's a T-shirt we already have on the site, which is the Keep Walking.
Keep walking. Now,
Look,
if you guys
get
don't
the
get
reference,
this,
you get the reference.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We're
buy
not gonna
this
go
shirt.
into it.
I'm gonna get a copy of this shirt because I love this design,
yeah,
and I like it.
it's good. It really is good.
So
I like it.
look, there, and of course there's the monkey design, which let me pull that back up.
Which
too.
we just did. You literally watched it come into creation.
Yeah, that T-shirt is
On the
live.
show.
Monkey design
Yeah.
is live on there.
Yeah.
let
Okay.
me
Here
see
we
if
go.
I can find that again.
I've got Ash and Barrel pulled up. I'm gonna refresh it just because I haven't refreshed in a while.
Yeah, go ahead and get that website out.
I'm going to go to Shop All. It's not on the homepage. Actually, it's not showing yet.
It's not on the featured items yet. I need to go back in and manually add it to featured items. But if you shop all, it should be on shop all. It's not on
clicked,
Shop All?
I clicked Shop All. It's not there.
Oh,
We
okay.
have a problem.
Well, we got a bug. Let's go in
We
and
got a
figure
bug.
it out. Let's
This
figure
is
out what's going on.
debug time. I love debug time.
Okay, so here's the design. We already added to the store. Let's see where it might be. Let's go back to the store.
Ash and Barrel square shop.
And-
Site. That's
Well, let me go back into the store, the back end of the store, and see if it's on there yet. See, maybe it didn't sync. And this is a good thing. This is actually good that we're looking at this live, so we can see. So if we go to the back end of the store, we go to items. Let's see. Let's say site items. See what's going on there.
yes.
It might be. It's not there. It didn't push through. So let's go ahead and try and push that again. So we see
Yeah,
the item right here
that's good.
under product templates. We're going to say add to store.
I'm trying to bounce around. Devin, are you gone? Have you left?
And we already went through this add to store process, but it didn't take. So let's do it again. Let's say basic mockups. We're going to choose this just basic layout here. I like this one. I'm going to say continue. Oh, it didn't take. All right, so let's go back to ChatGPT and copy our product description. So we're going to copy
Yeah.
that back in.
Yeah, we got to delete that one section.
Yep.
You don't copy the top, and we're going to kill the bottom.
So
Okay.
we're going to add that in.
There we go.
We are going to.
Kirsten's like, this is riveting.
It's
I'm-
very
I'm
exciting.
all aghast.
She should, and she
So-
should be.
So
Kirsten.
you have to Kiki. You have to be a certain level of nerd. Well, let me give.
She doesn't get it.
Yeah, and it's. I'm trying to find the words to explain it.
She doesn't get it.
You're just not nerdy enough.
Yeah,
You're just not nerdy enough. That's what
She's
it came
too
to.
highbrow.
Highbrow.
That's what I call her.
highbrow.
She's my highbrow current wife.
You're a highbrow current wave. Yes.
All right, so we got the prices set up. We got the product description.
There we
And it
go.
says
We're
adding
charging
product
fat
to
people
store.
more, which is what you do.
That's what The store did. I didn't do it.
Adding new product to store.
It says added to the store. You guys saw it. Sit right there.
All right, I see it in the line there. Let's go over to the website.
Let's go to the
We're gonna
website.
Type in ass and barrel. Oh, ash and barrel.
Ass and barrel is something else.
Ass and barrel. Actually, I won't see if it's a
It's
website.
not there. I'm not
Actually,
seeing it.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that.
Let's see. Let's refresh this. And it might. Maybe it's taken a while. Maybe it's taken a few minutes for it to update.
Yeah, it might be. Right now, the website's down.
It's not. What?
Right now, the website's down.
Ashandbarrel.com is down?
Yeah, Ash and Barrel's down.
No.
Probably because it was publishing. So let's do it
Maybe
again.
it's maybe it's still publishing. All right. Ash and Barrel.
And-
All right. So there's something else you can do here. So in Printful, you go down here to stores, and I do want to show you this. You can actually view the store you have set up here with Square. But let's say I also want to set up with like Etsy, which you totally should do, or set up on a Shopify store, or any place like that. You can also go down here to add a new store. So this store is in my Square website. Let's say I want another store selling the exact same product right here in Etsy or Shopify.
Okay.
Or even look, Walmart Marketplace. That's another place you should have your
Nice.
stuff if you want that demographic. TikTok, for Pete's sake, you can have it on there. I mean, it's awesome.
TikTok,
How
huh?
many just built-in integrations Shopful has, which is what Printful has rather. It's one of the reasons I went with them. So I'm going to go back to my store. I'm going to look at my Square store. I'm going to say View Store and see what products I have pushed through. And let's see. Men's Classic Tea. I should have changed the name to Monkey Tea. Smoking Monkey Tea. It says right there. It's synced.
Okay, yeah.
So
we got
maybe it's just in the process of updating. Maybe for whatever reason.
Yeah,
the
I'm
server's a
still
little
with the
slow.
website trying to get it going.
Maybe look, we were having problems with the Wi-Fi here. Maybe our connection's a little slow. That's very possible. But it does say it's synced. So I am at a loss. It should be working. But this is an interesting bug that we found. Maybe for whatever reason it's not syncing. What do you think about that? Exactly.
I've been Dave. He's been Wes. We're making terrible fucking jokes like that. It's time to end the
Look,
show.
I don't know what else I can say. It should be working.
It should be working.
But we
We'll figure it
noticed
out.
something
We'll
weird.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. Next week, we'll let you know how it turned out.
But what you should do, everybody out there,
Everybody,
go to
you guys should already have a t-shirt.
ashandbarrelthreads.com and pick up our t-shirts. I'm going to get the rest of our designs uploaded tonight, and they will be available. So the one that is currently available is the Ministry of Silly Walks, the Keep Walking t-shirt. Pick that one
Yeah.
up. The Smoking Monkey should be on there literally any minute. I'm not sure what's going on. We'll figure it out. But we have been going for quite a while, and we need cigars and probably more booze.
Yes. Smoking Monkey. I'm going to use our search feature to see.
It's not Smoking Monkey. It's Smoke In. Smoke In Monkey.
Smoke in.
Smoking.
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 So Lazito says he's up.
Okay. Yeah, look, maybe we're
I'm on the website. It's up.
Hey, Mike Lazito is the Smoking Monkey in the all items. That's it. Maybe we're just not seeing it. Maybe it's not refreshing for us for some reason. We were having
he's
some
farther
slow internet.
east. He's farther east. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So I don't know.
Was there a sparrow carrying a coconut that fell on a server somewhere?
All right. So there were two sparrows, and they made a sling, and they dropped it on top of the server.
Yeah, he said
it is
on
not.
there.
Okay. All right.
So Mike will get it figured out. But
We'll get it figured out, and more importantly, we'll report to you guys so that when you open your businesses, which you should be doing already, we showed you how to do it for free.
Because we showed you how to do all this for the cost of, and literally, and if he didn't buy the URL, the whole thing would be completely free,
Yeah, it'd be ashandbarrel.square.site.
including all of the designs and all of the copy. So if you don't know design or copy, guess what? We gave you the tools to do it, completely for free. So
make it happen.
There are some hiccups, some things you got to work through, and we're working on it. We're getting there. Generally speaking, I don't know what's going on, but we'll get back to you next week with a complete full shop.
Yeah, we'll tell you what's out there, and we'll have more. We'll have a lot more products on there, and look for watches coming soon.
Before the show. He's over here looking at like high end products to put on the.
Yeah,
put on
we're
the
looking for
site.
some stuff, man. We're gonna
I think
push this.
He wants to like have an elevated site, which it fits the aesthetic of what the brand is.
Yeah, that's what it is. And so we've talked to you guys many times about how to position yourselves where to position yourself. If you are in a value market, you can position yourself as a value brand.
That's true. Premium brands bring in premium
Premium
profits.
prices. We've talked about this so many times. So Wes has told this story so many times. I'm going to have him do it again right now about turquoise jewelry.
Yes. So there is this book, and I love this book. It is called, you made me think of it too fast. Not Friction.
There's a book.
Robert Cialdini.
Robert Cialdini, there's a book. That's all we need to know. They can go back and watch all 182 episodes of The Underdog Journey. We've talked about it before. But go ahead.
Thank you. Called Influence. There's a book called Influence by Robert Cialdini. Throughout the book, he's talking about different ways to influence customers. And even if you're not interested in sales or marketing, it's actually really interesting because there's a lot of psychology built into this. But basically,
What the hell are you doing?
They're milking something.
I don't know, man. It got weird out there real
it's
quick.
It's getting real weird.
I mean,
out there.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Robert Cialdini, Influence.
He's loving this right now. I know, Robert. I'm sorry for what's happening. Right
Oh.
now. I apologize. I'm not. Yeah, we're not putting that on camera. No,
Now you see why it got me distracted? You know what? Hey, we got a camera right there.
it's fine. We're good.
Okay.
We're good. Anyway, all right. So, essentially, he had somebody consulting him. He was a consultant in this case, and somebody asked him, "Hey, we have all this turquoise jewelry, and we've had it in the bargain bin for years, and nobody's buying this stuff. And we keep marking the price down. We're practically giving this stuff away. We're losing money on all this stuff. What can we do to move all this turquoise jewelry?" And they were in the Southwest, and he was like, "Look, here's your mistake. You keep marking the product down.
Yeah, you're
Mark
in
it
a
up.
bargain bin.
You need to triple the price, put it under glass to where somebody has to ask you to get a piece out. And guess what? Within a week, they were sold out. They couldn't keep the stuff in stock because it went from being, it's bargain, I don't want that, to being an exclusive item that you had to work to get. You had to actively.
You had to make inquiry to get to it.
Here's an interesting thing. So people who sell products online, information products like courses and things like that, all of the information that is available in every single one of these courses you can buy online from these influencers is available for free. On Google. You can Google any one of these things.
We are proving it. We are proving it. Not only is the information for free, but the setup.
Yeah.
All these services that you need, the products, all of it. We just
available
showed you
for
how to
free.
do the business for free.
But because it's free, because the information is free, people don't value
Yeah.
it. They don't actively say, "Oh, I could totally go out and do that for free." No. They say, "Oh, you know what? Forget it. It's not worth my time because it's free. It's not worth there's no value associated in their mind with it." However, if somebody spends $1,000 on a course for information they could have Googled, they're invested. There's value to that. It's no longer free information. It's $1,000 information, right? So the simple fact that we're giving you all this
Somebody went
information
nuts
for free,
with the clicking of the buttons. We got hearts and frowny faces and likes. And
because we're giving out really good information here, by the way.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys should definitely value
And
this.
it's free, by the way. So I'm glad you
It's
guys
free,
appreciate
so-
that and see the value in what we're
you can
offering.
see the
you here.
value in it. Otherwise, we had to charge you money so you can actually see the value in it.
But that's a real thing, though. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly. So the next time you see one of these online courses,
Tell them to piss off.
just
You
Google
learned it for
the
free.
exact same thing, and you can you could literally probably find the content that they're offering
I will.
verbatim for free.
So take the words, write down as much as you can remember, or listen to it, replay it, whatever you need to do. Take that,
Have
plug it
AI.
into Chat GPT,
Yeah.
ask it for
You're not
information
wrong.
about it. It's going to create all of it for you.
Mhm.
It's going to create all of it
And
for
then
you.
what you do is you take the
And
information
then-
ChatGPT gave you, create a course, and then sell the course for $1,000,
So we have
which I
been.
guarantee you they're doing. I
Oh
guarantee you some of
Jesus,
these
Mary and
influencers are doing.
Joseph, we have been. We are the haters. We're the haters on these people who are out there just trying to. We need you to come here in front of the camera. All right, pull it over. That one. Out. Not like no, on the other side. It's facing that way.
There
All right,
she
we
is.
got her.
There she
Oh, no,
was.
we go back.
We got her on there.
Oh no, we'll go somewhere. We'll get it.
There she goes. Oh, you're
There she is.
famous.
All right, you got to wave to everybody
The
out in
world
TV
loves
land.
you.
This is Talia. This is the young lady who takes care of us often when we come in here. Yeah. Well, yes. It's good stuff. All right. So there we go. And there's John looking to see what time it is.
He's ignoring us now.
Yeah. The that table right there. Go back to the table. That table right there. That's a rowdy table.
Those are loyalists.
Those are loyalists. As you can see, man, it's thinned out. It started actually pretty good in here
This was
tonight.
a full house when we got here.
It thinned out
you
a
see
little
what
bit.
happens when we talk.
And John there, he's staring at us right now.
Very
He
enthusiastic.
doesn't know that you're actually on the camera right now. We have
very enthusiastic.
that camera's facing that. You see him? Oh, he turned the camera. Good man. Good man. That's all right. We got the whole thing.
And we got kicked off the internet.
And Cambridge Analytica.
Yep. That's all it takes.
Oh, that's all it takes. We were here when that happened.
We were.
We were right here.
It's look.
It's
We
good
should
stuff.
we should bring that up and do another show on big data.
Yeah. Yeah, they love it. Jeff says hi, John.
Jeff Leffingwell says hi, John.
Jeff says hi.
Jeff Leffingwell.
Jeff. Yes. Jeff.
This
All
is
right.
enthralling.
This is awesome.
This is great content.
This is a great
we're
video
producing
right here. Your wife's like, all right, go back to explaining.
she left
She's
a long
like,
time
go
ago.
back to explaining the bug in the software.
Yeah, no, she left a long time ago. Anyway, so look, we got stuff to do, and you have
We
stuff
got
to do.
cigars to smoke. It's
So
9:04.
we're gonna figure out why the product isn't loading on the page.
We'll
gonna
get that
back to you
fixed.
next week.
We'll tell you.
And yeah, so I've been Wes. This guy's been David, and we will see you guys next time.
Yeah, enjoy. Have a great evening.
neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good.